Well, with us in studio is Dalit Glicksman, who's got 10 relatives quarantined on that cruise ship, including her parents. Here's a message her mother, Edna Ben Shabbat, sent her earlier today.
Today we were informed that an additional 99 passengers were infected with coronavirus. We are very worried. We are very, very concerned that we will be infected too. We ask from the whole world to please help us get off this ship as soon as possible.
Well, it's heartbreaking, Dalit. Tell us just briefly how it has been for your family members, especially your parents on that ship, and also for you too.
Yeah, well, this has started as a family trip to celebrate my mother's 70-year-old birthday and turned into a nightmare. So at the moment, their morale is getting less and less getting worse, actually, due to new positive cases on the cruise, 99 today, which is concerning, and I think that waiting more time will only increase their chances to get infected too. Other governments already released citizens, the United States, Italy, Canada, and I really want to call our government and say, please release them as soon as possible.
Has the government been in touch with you about this?
Yes, definitely. There is an airplane waiting in
Japan?
No, sorry, in Thailand.
In Thailand.
That was conducted by the insurance companies, and they're only waiting for a green light from our government to take them back home.
Right. Now, they are saying that they are going to do it Thursday. Now, I have to ask you, I'm sure it hasn't been raised to you directly, but you do see this kind of talk on the media, social media, some people saying it may be a risk to bring those people back here to Israel because we've seen other people, for example, some of those Americans testing positive, even they've been off the ship. How do you respond to that?
I truly understand that. First, I'll say that the infected Israelis are hospitalized in Japan in a military base that is now a temporary hospital for them. The ones that are healthy are supposed to go back to Israel to isolated department in a hospital.
Yeah, Sheba Hospital.
Sheba Hospital. And every day there are hundreds of tourists and businessmen that come to Israel with flights, connection flights from Asia, and they're not held in their houses. They are free and walking here in the streets of Israel. So this disease can come from other directions too, but my family is willing to and will stay in another 14 days in Sheba. So
are you concerned about that amount of isolation? Of course, the worst would be to get the disease, but even just being isolated that amount of time.
Yes, definitely. I think that in manners of how they will end this treatment and how they will feel in the end, we will only know the results like maybe in few months. I think it's traumatic to be isolated from your family, from your home, being on a boat in the ocean, on a ship in the ocean, and being scared to be contagious for others. It's also concerning.
Right, because as you mentioned, and we have seen, the spread of that disease on the ship has been greater every day, and perhaps now it looks like a mistake was made initially to keep them quarantined. Maybe they should have been brought off and isolated from each other much earlier. Well, God willing, your mother and your other family members will be brought back here this week. Dalit Glicksman, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.